The FireMark Princess. The most perfectly cut princess diamond in all the world.
What's the first thing you see when a woman walks into a room with a diamond ring? Not its clarity, not its color, not even its size. The first thing you see is its cut, its life, its fire, its brilliance. The goal of creating a beautiful diamond has been what's been motivating this company since 1948. Before I tell you about my princess cut, let me tell you about princess cuts in general. Princess cuts are cut from rough called crystals. Crystals are octahedrons, which are perfectly straight. Typically, this is sawn down the middle and then bruted to make it round. What happens is that because you're cutting away these edges, you're losing an awful lot of weight, which gives you a 43% yield. The princess cut was developed to save those edges. So the yield went from 43% to 70-odd%, which means that the final product, the square stone, cost about half of that of the round stone. The problem with that is the princess cut was developed as a price-driven item. Yield first. The stones in the market had flat tops, big tables, deep pavilions. They were inexpensive, high-yield stones, but they didn't have life, fire, or brilliance. We wanted to create a princess cut that has the same life, fire, brilliance, and scintillation as an ideal cut round. And we were able to engineer the stone to accomplish exactly that, which is why today, very top-of-the-line jewelers carry our princess cut. And they can sell it with confidence that this stone performs as well as an ideal cut round stone.
The FireMark Princess cut is so ingeniously designed and expertly cut that it maximizes optical light performance, guaranteeing maximum fire, brilliance, and scintillation, setting the standard for beauty.
What constitutes beauty in a diamond? A diamond's beauty is defined by the light coming back at you from the stone. It's white light and it's colored light. You want to cut the diamond so that as much light comes back at you as possible. You want the light to go into the diamond, bounce around the facets, and come back at you as white and colored light. What you don't want is light leakage. Typical princess cuts have big, wide open tables, very deep bottoms, which means that the light comes in and leaks out the bottom. Now, a typical princess cut has a light performance of about 80 to 85%. An ideal cut round stone will have a light performance between 93 and 100. The FireMark Princess has an average of a 95% light return, which is equal or better than most ideal rounds. How do we accomplish that in the FireMark? We've experimented over thousands of stones and found that as you build up a higher crown and a shallower pavilion and a smaller table, the light performance goes up and up and up. Eventually, we were able to come up with a repeatable formula that gave us a 95% plus light return on every princess cut we made. Today, we cut the princess cut no longer for yield. In fact, the yield of our princess cuts is about 65% versus 72% of the market. We cut princess cuts because it's a staple item of the jeweler's inventory. About 17% of diamonds sold are princess cuts. This princess cut has 65 facets, as opposed to about 50 facets for a standard princess cut. But number of facets means very little. Facets on a diamond is sort of like chrome on a car. It's nice, but that doesn't make the stone happen. What really makes the stone perform, the engine that drives the beauty, are the angles. The angles of the pavilion, the angles of the crown, the high crown. In order to have the high crown, small table, we had to develop a patented double crown system. When you have a high crown, occasionally you can have large facets. Large facets tend to leak light. We created a double crown system, which means we have 3 crown breaks and create extra faceting all around the stone. You can see, unlike anything else on the market, there is not a dark spot in the stone. The goal of the FireMark Princess is to create a princess cut without a single dark area, and there's nothing like it on the market. The patented FireMark cut has very tight parameters for every part of the diamond. The table, for instance, is a maximum of 68%, averages 65%, as opposed to the market stones, which are about 75%. The depth of the FireMark diamond is 71% or less, as opposed to the market stones, which are 75% or higher. Our stones, because the pavilions are shallow, are more brilliant, but also appear larger. A typical princess cut has an average length width of 5.4 millimeters. The FireMark Princess has an average of 5.7 millimeters, which means that the FireMark 90 pointer will look larger than the typical 1-carat princess cut in the market. One of the problems of a princess cut is the corners are brittle. They often chip during the mounting process. To help avoid that, we've created 4 small facets on the 4 corners. We chamfer the corners. The setters love us. They can mount the stone unmounted, and the corners will remain intact. It's a small touch, but it adds a lot of comfort and ease to the jeweler. The FireMark Princess cut, every single one of them has got excellent polish and excellent symmetry. The GIA report that comes with every single FireMark will say on it, excellent polish, excellent symmetry. And as a GCAL report telling you that it has excellent light performance. So everything we've told you about this stone, its incredible life, its fire, its scintillation, its millimeters, everything is documented by these 2 reports.
FireMark truly is the most perfectly cut princess diamond in the world. Here's the proof. GIA excellent in polish and symmetry, and GCAL excellent in light performance. Patent pending double crown with additional facets and angles. Smaller tables with a 68% maximum. Depths of less than 71%, and an average light return of 95%. Plus the corners are chamfered to minimize any risk of chipping. Make sure to take advantage of the marketing support materials that you have received as an exclusive FireMark retail jeweler. They'll help you tell the FireMark story, and more important, help close more sales. Support materials include customized full-color consumer brochure featuring original photography, sales training information brochure written for you, the retail salesperson, comparison set of point-of-sale princess display crystals, cut to the specifications of a FireMark and a standard industry princess, customized newspaper advertising in color or black and white, customized counter card to distinguish your store as an official FireMark retailer, FireMarkPrincess.com, a website for retailers with details and information to help you sell, FireMarkDiamond.com, a website for your customers. FireMark diamonds are sold to independent retail jewelers only. They are not available on the internet, in retail chain stores, or through any diamond listing service. The FireMark Princess, the most perfectly cut princess diamond in all the world.